Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic is related to the concept of potential energy. Lastly we have read about the kinetic energy of the body. Today we are going to discuss about the potential energy. What is potential energy? It is simply the energy possessed by body. Possessed by a body by virtue of its position or configuration. So the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position or configuration, that's called as what? Potential energy. For example, if you are going to take a stone from the ground up to some height, so once you are going to release that very stone from that very height, it is going to fall again on the ground if it is the ground, and you are going to take this as a stone which is on the ground, and you are going to take to this stone here at this very height edge. So now once you are going to take this very body, this very stone to this very height, you have to do the work. Now that very work gets stored in this very body at this very height edge in the form of potential energy. Once you are going to release this very stone here, it is going to fall on the ground, and you are going to see there will be a huge sound as well as there will be uh, a bit heat produced. So the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its configuration, it is above the ground at some height, so it is having energy by virtue of its position, by virtue of its configuration. By configuration, you have to understand of like once you are having that very arrow and bow system, once you are going to stretch that very arrow, or if you are having a spring like this, and there is some load like this mass m, and you are going to stretch it in this very direction, you are going to apply force F. Once you are going to stretch, then there will be a restoring force which tries to bring back the body to its on original configuration. So this very stretching of a spring or arrow and bow system, or once you are going to wound a spring. In case of a watch, you are going to wound a spring, and that very watch is going to work for 24 hours, and that very spring is going to change the configuration. Once you are going to wind that very spring, that's the turns of the spring, they come closer and closer. And once that very spring is unwind, so the watch performs a work, the minute hand, the hour hand moves for 24 hours, and again you wind up the watch, and same process happens time and again. So simply I'm saying the concept of this very potential energy is the energy possessed by body either by its position or by its configuration. By position, you have to take the, for example, you are having the water stored in a dam, or with the help of electric motor you are going to take the water from tube well up to some height of to a building of 10 stories, 2 stories, 3 stories. So water there gets stored, and having the energy to do work, and having the capacity to do work, and that energy is called as what? Potential energy. Now this very potential energy is of two types. One is called as the gravitational potential energy, gravitational potential energy, and another is called as what? That is called as elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. What is gravitational potential energy? It is the energy possessed by virtue of its position, by virtue of its position above the ground. So if you are taking a body to a larger and a larger heights from the ground, so it will be having more and more gravitational potential energy. And in elastic potential energy, it is the energy possessed by virtue of the deformed shape. Energy possessed by deformed shape. That is the configuration. By if you are having a spring, you are going to stretch it, you are going to compress it, and that is having the ability to do work. Now it is unit is again the energy, that is joule. So now we are going to derive an equation for gravitational potential energy. Equation, for example, we are having some block. We are having some block here, and this very block is having no mass m. And we are going to take this very block from this very ground. If this is the ground on which we are having the block, and we are going to take it to some height h. Here we are going to take the block to a height h. Once you are going to take the block to some height h, then you have to do the work. And once you are going to do the work, then block is going to raise to this very height. But at the same time, on this very block, there is a gravitational force which is acting downwards. Now the work done here, work done, work done against the gravitational force is W equals to F dot of H. Against gravitational force, the work done is positive because that is the work done by applied force. Because gravitational force is acting downwards, mg, but applied force is acting in this very direction. So that is simply W is equal to F into H. But instead of F, we have to apply the force equal to mg is equal to mgh. Now the work done by gravitational force on the block, work done by gravitational force on block is how much? That is W equals to F gravitational into height into cos of 180, because gravitational force is acting in this very direction downward and the displacement is in upward direction. So cos 180 is -1, then simply W is equal to minus mgh. This is the work done by gravitational force on the block, and this work done gets stored in the form of gravitational potential energy. And now when the block falls from this very height on this very ground, so it falls from a height h. So in the falling of block, gravitational potential energy in falling of block, gravitational potential energy is given by mgh. So simply, this is the energy once the work done by gravitational force. By gravitational force, it is simply minus mgh, and once the work done by gravitational force once the body is falling towards the earth, then the work is u g is equal to mgh. This is the gravitational potential energy of a body once it's going to take is taken from the ground to some height. This is all for today. Tomorrow will be another lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.